In this video, we're going to talk about the public cloud. What is it? How does it work? And what are some of the comparisons between the big public cloud companies? Maybe some information about the pricing and how you're going to use all of that in your business. G'day Dan, how are you?
Good, Tim.
So public cloud, people don't often think about this as part of a business solution. Obviously people focus on the private cloud for that. What are some of the big public cloud computing companies and how can some of those options be helpful in a specific business?
So starting out at some of the larger companies, there are the popular brands that everybody would deal with, such as Microsoft, Amazon, Google. They're the main players when it comes to public cloud. And as I've said before, it doesn't matter whether it's public cloud or private cloud, you need to build the right solution for your business. So we would use different parts of Microsoft solution, different parts of Google solution, to be able to put that together for something that a business really needs.
Okay, so let's use a specific example here. Let's say I have my phone and I've got some photos and I've got some videos, pictures of the cat, videos of my kids, talking at school, whatever they're doing. That's already on the public cloud. Is that secure enough for me to use the same kind of phone data for my business?
Yeah, look, that's a good start, but what we would then say is that you would use something like Microsoft Office 365 to be able to secure those pictures and be able to secure the data, the email that's on that phone a lot better than perhaps what you get when it just comes as a generic phone and with a generic public cloud subscription.
All right. So if we go further, for example, email, is it a good idea to use public cloud or private cloud email, or does it not matter? How does that sort of fall out?
When it comes to email, we would generally move people into public cloud for that. So whether it's Office 365 for email or whether it's Google would be the two biggest players for email worldwide. Both those products are suitable for business. We tend to move people into the Microsoft suite mainly because that's what people are used to. They're used to using Microsoft Outlook, Word and Excel and those Microsoft suite of applications. So we would tend to stick around Office 365. But when it comes to email and just minimal storage in the cloud, whether it's basic photos and videos, documents, things like that, using Office 365 would be a good product.
All right, good. Can you give me a bit of a sense of the public cloud computing pricing? Let's say I'm trying to get email and maybe some basic data storage using 365. What am I looking at sort of per month, per person, ballpark? So
look, the pricing in public cloud is where you get some real advantages. You can start out with just a simple inbox with a bit of file storage and some applications for somewhere between $6 to $10 per user per month.
Wow, okay. That's pretty reasonable.
If someone's starting out in business, it really pays to buy a public cloud subscription using Office 365 as a starting point.
Okay. When would I start moving towards private cloud versus public cloud? What sort of things would start turning that corner?
As the business starts to grow larger, you get more staff coming in, maybe you're getting more locations, perhaps there's some software that's specific to your industry, whether you've got specific accounting software or maybe what we call an ERP or a line of business application. Once you then get an application like that, that's when you would need to look at a private cloud provider to be able to run that piece of software.
I know that the approach you guys have is to sort of talk to each company, find out who they are and what they're about and sort of come back with a solution. You've mentioned a hybrid solution. Can you give me an example of a hybrid solution that you've implemented for a particular company that comes to mind?
So a very typical hybrid solution that we would implement would be the email sitting in Office 365. It would be the file storage sitting in a private cloud environment. The application that the business uses would also sit in a private cloud environment. But perhaps they've got files that need to sit close to where the users sit, like close to the computers, just for fast access. So we then typically put in a small hard drive which has those files, so that when the users click on them, they're very easily accessible.
Because am I right in saying that you can get networked hard drives now? You can get a hard drive that actually has some kind of network capability. It doesn't need to be connected to a specific machine, or am I talking fantasy?
No, that's true. So you can get a hard drive connected to the network, and not only can you use save files on those hard drives connected to the network, but then those hard drives can back up into the cloud as well. So when you're saving data to them, you can have that peace of mind knowing that I've saved my data to that hard drive, it's also being backed up in the cloud.
At the same time. If you'd like to find out more or potentially sign up with SaberVox, Dan's company, please find us online at sabervox.com.au.